So I've been selling stuff online since 2017. So we're coming up on 8 years. And in that time, I have seen so many evolutions of what is hot and what is trending and the latest and greatest tactic, system, strategy, model, platform, whatever, right? And I've seen people jump from one thing to another, to another, to another. And some people have, I guess, a knack and they can kind of make anything work. But it keeps a lot of people really, really stuck. Now, I've prided myself on consistency and simplicity, but I'll raise my hand and say there's been periods where I've been sucked into the hype as well and have jumped around. And not only has it cost me money, it's cost compounding momentum of doing the same thing for an extended period of time. It can really derail your progress. And so what I want to talk about in this video is not that you shouldn't pay attention to trends and new opportunities. I think you absolutely should. I had this training in one of my original programs when I was in the affiliate space, and I called it Opportunity Vision. And this is where you want to focus like 90% of your time and your energy on building your core machine, which we're going to talk about today. But then you want like 10%, that little bit of time at the end of each day or on your lunch break or in the morning if you're sitting having coffee, whatever, just keeping your eyes kind of up and looking around, because sometimes opportunities pop up that can create this effect that I remember Dan Kennedy he did a book on this called The Phenomenon, and it was essentially where you can get, as much progress in a year as opposed to like 10 years with the right, mindset and opportunity. And so you want to keep your eyes open and be aware of what is going on so that you can jump on it if you want to. This has happened to me at a couple of different times, but a big one that jumps out was back in like 2019. I was promoting one particular affiliate program, and they had this big award that I wanted to win. And this opportunity to do a launch came up with Tony Robbins, and it would mean really putting tools down on that main thing that I was focused on. But I saw that there was just so much opportunity for this, and so I put that main thing to the side for a month, and I did this launch, and it ended up having $100,000, $120,000 day online. And it was a huge opportunity, and it made sense for me to put the main thing to the side for a moment. But what I want to talk about in this video is, until you get this core machine, this core process, this core system in place, using what I would call the 5 essential ones, put very limited or little time into jumping around to all of these different things. Once you've got this in place, then you can go and look at them and go, how can I layer this into what I'm already doing to amplify the results? Not to change the offer, not to change the business, not to completely change direction, but to amplify, right? So for example, I've got my core machine that runs, and I've been talking to a gent who's done like $50 million in live workshop sales. Now, I've done workshops in the past, but I haven't done $50 million with them. And so I'm looking at how could we potentially integrate, say, a monthly workshop into this system with the same core offer, the same traffic systems, the same email lists, everything. It would just mean me showing up for like an hour live a month to amplify things, like those really high leverage opportunities on top of a core business. Okay. And so you can get to the point where you go and explore those, fun things to do that can generate a big cash influx. I want to give you in this video these 5 essential ones that I would recommend that you get in place ASAP. And then if you want my help, you can check out the academy below, because this is specifically what we build inside the academy. This is what I call my lifestyle business operating system. Okay. So let's talk through these 5 essential ones. All right. The first one is you want one leveraged offer and delivery system. Okay. So leveraged offer is something that you can sell. At least this is how I describe it. You can sell around the clock. When someone joins, it's not commensurately increasing your number of hours of work. It may give you some more delivery to do, but it's not, hey, I made $2,000 and hey, I've got to work for 2 hours. It's decoupled. Okay. And a leverage delivery system is that you've got assets and structures and tools in place that allow you to deliver in a one-to-many style, right? I essentially call this a productized offer. And I can link below a full video I've done on building a productized offer, but this is essentially what it looks like, where you've got your marketing system on the front end, it goes to your offer, someone can purchase at any time, then they go to the checkout page, and then everything is automated thereafter. They get their access, they join the list, there's an onboarding sequence, they get an onboarding document that plugs them into everything that they need immediately, gets them into the community, gets them the content that they need, plugs them into the support systems, and everything is done instantaneously when someone executes the payment, when they ultimately become a client. Okay. Now, if you're already in motion with your information, coaching, whatever business, you can go and build this immediately. If you're new, I would recommend, if you're brand new, I would recommend that you sign 5 to 10 one-to-one clients and then make them the founding members as a free bonus. They're going to love you for it. And you're going to have 5 to 10 really, really perfect fit clients to form the initial group, the initial community, the initial membership base. And then you can start selling the leveraged offer and increase the one-to-one price. So you might launch your one-to-one at, say, $3,000. Then you can launch the group offer at 2, and you can bump up the one-to-one to, say, $5,000. All right, so that's how you get there if you're starting from scratch. Because typically the hesitation people come up, well, if I launch a group offer and I don't put enough people in straight away, what do I do? This is how you solve that. You get to know your clients really well. They're going to love you because you're looking after them, and then you can use them as the founding members to launch a leveraged offer. We've done this again and again and again and again, and it works very well. Okay, so that's the first thing that I would recommend that you have in place. And I'll link below the video where I go into this in more detail so that you can check it out. All right. The next thing is I would recommend that you have an offer doc, and I should put in here, or a sales page, because you can ultimately kind of graduate into that if you want to. You don't need to, but if you want to, that allows you to sell that offer 24/7. Okay. And so here's an example. This is my Lifestyle Business Academy, and it's 6 pages. I'm always evolving and testing different angles and stuff. So it's 6 pages right now. And you can see it just outlines. It's just an invitation, right? All my content is built around pre-selling people into this. It's built around educating on what the lifestyle business operating system is. And so for the person that resonates with the message, this is just an invitation to take the next step. And you can see here, $2,000, right? People can buy this whenever. They don't have to get on a call with me. It's not dependent on any kind of human interaction, right? Or they can take a payment plan. All right, those links are there. And then once someone executes on that, this whole system behind it fires off automatically, and they're in and they're off. All right. You want this because you want to be able to get paid regardless of if someone's on the phone or not. You want to be able to get paid 24/7, and you want it to be as hands-off as possible. We can use this document over email. We can use this document in the DMs. It's a very, very low stress, low friction way to enroll clients, and you can build it really, really quickly. We have clients come into the academy within their first day. They've got their offer live. They can sign clients if they've got leads and audience, or they lock that in, and then we just start building everything around it. Okay, so that's the next thing, is an offer doc or a sales page selling 24/7. Okay, and there's people out there who think this is too simple or whatever. I'm in a new trading community, trading options, learning to trade options, and it's going really well. And this is backed by some guys in the industry. They got connections to the marketing space who I trust and have followed for a long time. They've very rapidly, like I joined like a month ago, and I think they've put like 600 new members in the last month at $1,000 a head and $100 per month recurring thereafter. So you can do the math on that. And their whole business, 1 email a day and 1 sales page to 1 core offer. Then once you're inside, there's other things that you can buy. Okay, other continuity, other courses, etc., right? And they do live trainings and stuff on top of it, but they've got this core system in place. 1 offer, 1 offer doc. It's a leveraged offer. They use a sales page, same concept, and it can sell 24/7. Okay. Now, the next thing, once we've got this offer and we've got this set up, is we need people, right? So I would recommend that you have 1 automated funnel that's either a low ticket funnel or a lead magnet funnel that grows your list around the clock. Okay, so you've got 2 options. You can either build a low ticket funnel like this. I'll put these links below so you can check them out. This is a $50 funnel that brings in customers, right? And then there's a $27 upgrade, and then there's a $100 upgrade, and there's a $47 upgrade, and there's a $300 upgrade. And so it brings in customers, turns them into repeat customers quickly if they're ready, and funds ads. That's one option. The other option is you can build a lead magnet style funnel like this, which actually then flows into a low ticket funnel. Right now, you can do the lead magnet funnel without having the low ticket piece in there, but you want to get it in there as quickly as possible because it's going to collect buyers, it's going to generate cash flow, which helps the business, right? And people underestimate this. Like if you scale your low ticket to $300 a day, be it off the back of a lead magnet or directly selling, that's an extra $100,000 a year. Right, that's an extra $100,000 a year that you can put into ads. That's an extra $100,000 a year that you can use to cover business costs. That you can hire a VA. You can do lots with $100,000 in a business if you are smart about it. Okay, and that's a bonus on top of now you've actually got people to ascend into your core offering. All right, so that's the next thing that I would set up, and you're welcome to just look at how I've done it. Model it for your offer. You can go do this all on your own. I'm showing you all of the moving parts here, or check out the academy if you want my personal help with it and you want the full system, the scripts and the templates and the docs and all that kind of jazz. Right. So that's what I'd be setting up. Then you want one email per day going out. Okay. Like clockwork. It's Monday afternoon at the time I'm filming this. I just got back from the gym. My Monday mornings, what I do is I schedule out my emails for that Monday all the way until Sunday. They go out pretty much the same time every day, which is 11 p.m. for me, which is, 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time in the US. And so each day people wake up to one new email from me, and it takes me about 90 minutes to schedule it for the whole week. What I do is I look at any social media posts that I've written during the week that I think would be relevant. I will layer in some relevant client results, questions that have come from clients, questions that have come from leads, stories that I think are relevant, or share a strong insight that's relevant to the core offering. I do a combination of my own writing and I use AI, and I get them scheduled out for the whole week, and then I don't have to think about it for the rest of the week. And so the marketing is done within like 90 minutes on a Monday morning. Right? Now, we use two different types of emails. We use automated emails and we use broadcast emails. The automated emails are a 14-day sequence that goes out to every single person that joins my list, regardless of where they come from. I call this a master onboarding sequence. So I have a couple of different funnels running. I have these low-ticket ones. I've got different lead magnets, and they all point to the same list. Right? So it doesn't matter if they spend $50, doesn't matter if they spend $100, doesn't matter if they spend $300, or if they just download a free thing. They all go to the same list and they go through this master onboarding sequence. And this is to get everybody up to speed on who I am, what I do, and in particular, what the OS and the academy is all about. Okay. After this 14-day sequence, they, what I would call, graduate into the broadcast emails. And these are the emails that go out in real time to the entire list, or at least the active section, that I schedule out on a Monday morning for the entire week. So they're either getting an automated email if they're in their first 2 weeks being in my world, or they're getting a broadcast email if they've been around for a little while, and then that's constantly nudging them. These emails also send out these YouTube videos that I do as well. Okay, and so I'd be getting into the routine. I'd build this system, and I'd be getting into the routine of sending out an email every single day. It is the ultimate form of leverage. You can write one email, takes you 10 minutes, and it doesn't matter if that goes to one person or 1 million people, right? Instead of DMing people one by one, instead of being on the phone with people one by one, do the thing once and get it out in front of as many people as you can. Okay, the more points of true leverage that you string together in your own business, so an ad getting low ticket customers or an ad generating leads, you write that ad once, it can go out in front of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. Writing one email, writing up one offer that people can buy again and again and again and again and again. The more of these points of leverage that you string together, the more free time you're going to layer into your calendar, and the more you're going to decouple your income from the number of hours that you are working. Okay. Now, once you've got all of this set up, you need traffic. Okay. Now, as far as traffic goes, I consider there to be two different ways. There's automated and there's manual, right? Manual is where you actually have to go and do something in order to generate that traffic, like each time. Automated, or you could say semi-automated or like semi-passive, is something that it may not be set and forget, but it's set and monitor, right? And then tweak. And so that's what I do with my ads. I typically look at those on a Monday as well. I might pop in and see what they're doing kind of more towards the back end of the week. But they run to these low ticket funnels, which feed the list. The one email a day goes out, either the automated one or the broadcast, and then that goes to the offer, and then that whole system is in place behind it. Okay. And, or you could do organic, but outsource it, right? Get a VA to do the manual lifting for you. Use systems as much as you can. You want to follow the process of eliminate, automate, and then delegate. People jump to delegation. They're like, all right, I want to get back time. They jump straight to delegation. The problem is there's probably steps in there that you are now delegating that could have been eliminated or could have been automated, right? They could have been automated with like a Zapier type thing. They could have been automated with AI. They may not even need to be in there altogether. And so you start delegating a bloated business or a bloated SOP or a bloated overall system, which means that you need more people and more hours. You delegate once you've gone through the process of eliminating and automating. Okay. And so that's just a little side tangent. But if it's gonna be organic, outsource it so that you might have a small input. Like it might be, you film a YouTube video and then a VA clips, uses AI for captions and schedules, right? That would be a automated or semi-automated kind of traffic source if you're using, say, short form video to feed your ecosystem, right? And start with one, and then start with, you could start with the organic, like I just articulated. Then you could layer in ads. You can put ads to fuel the organic content. Like there's lots of ways that you can do this, but until you've got one of each of these things in place, avoid the fancy, right? Avoid jumping on the latest bandwagon. Get this in place, and then you can layer more traffic sources, back-end offers, different sales strategies, workshops, masterclasses, challenges, webinars, sprints, launches, JVs, affiliate promos, all this kind of stuff, right? Which I've done all of these. You want that spine, you want that core, that strong foundation that is running around the clock, then go and layer all of this stuff on top of it, okay? So if you've got a business that's more complicated than that and doesn't have this in place, let's build it together inside the academy. If you're building from the ground up, let's build it inside the academy, and then we can jam on all this stuff once it's set up and rocking and rolling. Okay. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this one, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.